Hi, I'm Dr. Renee Reed, Senior Vice President for Nutritional Health Institute Laboratories. I want to give you a quick background on Sugatrol. You're going to watch a video on this exciting patented natural product. It comes from a plant. About 10 years ago, we discovered this. My partners, Dr. Sotomayor, Dr. Huggins, and our CEO, Dr. Gazvini, we're more than happy to work with you. We want you to know all about this herb. Now, it comes in an extract form. You'll see that we've added this to various food substances. And right now, that's very important, food substances. We also have it in pill form. As you can see here, capsules that people are taking. Over 2,000 doctors are currently using this, but right now we're so interested in the culinary meets the health arena. And we encourage you, watch this video. You will be astonished to see what Sugatrol can do mixed in ice cream. Enjoy the video. In a couple minutes, you're going to see we doctors eating ice cream. Ice cream right out of Publix. Strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. And we added our patented herb, Sugatrol, to that ice cream and consumed it. And you're going to see that our blood sugar levels actually went down. The herb Sugatrol, which is a natural herb patented by our company. We own the rights, worldwide rights to the seeds. It is absolutely a great product. It can be added to all foods as well as sold as a nutritional product to be taken. You can add this to ice cream. You can add it to cakes, cookies, sodas, candies of all sorts, candy bars, candies and chocolate, health bars, teas, creamers. Virtually any product that you're putting sugar in right now, you can make it safe with Sugatrol, a natural herbal ingredient. The bloodstream carries the sugars around, which is fuel for the cells. It's got to go from the blood vessel through the cell wall into the cell for that blood sugar to be oxidized, to be burned into energy. If it can't get out of the bloodstream, the blood sugar levels get higher and higher. When they're too high, that's called diabetes. And that blood sugar needs something to open the door to the cells to get it from the bloodstream into the cells, and that's insulin. And many times our insulin just doesn't work. No wonder people with blood sugar problems are tired and exhausted and fatigued, and all they want to eat are sweets, just to get a little bit of sugar. And we've found something really wonderful with Sugatrol. It is a natural herbal product. When you take and add Sugatrol to any product, or you put Sugatrol into a capsule and you take it, you're taking, if you will, God's own natural nutrients from planet Earth that help the body transport that blood sugar from the bloodstream into the cells. You're going to be able to put this in natural foods. You're going to be able to leave the sugar there, the fat there, and enjoy those foods. But you're not going to suffer the ravages of that high blood sugar and that weight gain. So here's our first test subject without Sugatrol. Here's Dr. Huggins getting his finger pricked, and we take a blood sample. Immediately we can see that his blood sugar level is 93. That's without eating Sugatrol. Now he's going to eat a cup of ice cream. He likes strawberry. 1 hour later, you can see that we're retaking his blood sugar. His blood sugar did exactly what it should. It went up to 132. This is a normal occurrence when you eat something with sugar in it. That's 39 points higher 1 hour after eating ice cream without Sugatrol. And our test subject, second one's myself. Got the finger prick from our CEO, Dr. Gazvini. Blood sugar level was 111. Now I ate a cup of ice cream. This is without Sugatrol in it. 1 hour later, my blood sugar was tested again. we can see it went up to 133. This is a normal occurrence when you eat something with sugar in it, like ice cream. That's 22 points in 1 hour, and I ate ice cream without Sugatrol. Now we're going to go into phase 2 and find out what happens when you eat ice cream with Sugatrol in it. As you can see, Dr. Huggins is adding Sugatrol to the ice cream. This was purchased at Publix right off the shelf. Normally this would be added, Sugatrol would be added in the manufacturing process when the ice cream's a liquid. But here we're going to mix it up so you can see it came right off the shelf. Here Dr. Huggins is adding the Sugatrol. It's a liquid extract. And our third subject, eating ice cream with Sugatrol. This is Dr. Sotomayor. There, he's got his finger pricked. And his blood sugar level is 115. So when he eats ice cream, we should see his blood sugar spike. Now he's going to eat the ice cream with Sugatrol. And 1 hour later, he's going to be tested again. And it went up to 116, 1 point higher. This is phenomenal that his blood sugar only went up 1 point. Tom, Dr. Gosvini's friend, came with him, and he's never had his blood sugar tested, and we just tested it in the pre-test. He's at 316. In reality, Tom has diabetes. So now we're going to do a test and have him eat ice cream and see what happens to his blood sugar. So Tom's eating ice cream with Sugatrol in it. 1 hour later, we're going to see what happened. And his blood sugar dropped to 308. Diabetics, typically if you feed them ice cream, their number jumps from 316 to 500. So as you can see, Tom's blood sugar dropped down to 282 at the end of 2 hours, something phenomenal for a diabetic. Normally, at those high of numbers, the blood sugar would have probably jumped up to over 500. It's very important before we jump into all these numbers on blood sugar for you to know what's normal and what's not normal. In the human body, your blood sugar should be anywhere between 70 to 99. That's your blood sugar levels, BSL. That's fasting, when you wake up in the morning and you haven't eaten breakfast. When you eat food, the first hour after you eat food, your blood sugar should go from normal levels up to about 150, usually not over 160 milligrams. At the end of the second hour, your blood sugar should drop back down to 120 or less. This is what is expected to happen when you eat ice cream with sugar in it. Most ice creams do have sugar in it. Dr. Huggins' blood sugar levels went from a fasting blood sugar, or blood sugar prior to eating ice cream without Sugatrol, from 93 to 132. This is a 39-point difference. This is what is to be expected. And myself, Dr. Reed, went from 111 to 133 plus 22. A normal reaction when you're eating ice cream with sugar in it. Our second two subjects ate ice cream with Sugatrol. I'm going to put on the board the blood sugar levels prior to eating the ice cream and then 1 hour after. And prior to eating the ice cream, Dr. Sotomayor's blood sugar was 115. and Tom's was 316. After 1 hour later, we had Dr. Sotomayor's at 116, and Tom's was 308. Now with Thomas, we went on to check his blood sugar at the end of 2 hours, because when you take Sugatrol and ice cream, it continues to work. At the end of a 2-hour period, Tom's was 282. This is very significant with a diabetic, their blood sugar actually going down when they ate ice cream. Normally, this might go from 316 up to 500. Just to make sure that you really get the idea that Sugatrol lowers blood sugar, both Dr. Huggins and myself, we turned around after we finished the last test of eating the ice cream without Sugatrol in it, and we ate a bowl of ice cream with Sugatrol in it. And then we checked our blood sugar levels. And Dr. Huggins, if you recall, his blood sugar started at 93 on the prior test, and it ended up at 132. He ate the ice cream with Sugatrol in it after the first test, and 1 hour later his blood sugar dropped down to 90, which was below where he originally started. And myself, I ate a bowl of ice cream with Sugatrol in it. If you recall my earlier numbers, I started out at 111. I went up to 133, and my blood sugar dropped back down to 112. Which is quite significant. So proof positive that when you eat ice cream with Sugatrol in it, in all 4 cases, you'll see that the blood sugar drops significantly. We want to summarize by this. I want to just give you an idea of what the problem is worldwide for blood sugar issues. You've got to control those numbers. This leads to diabetes and prediabetes, as well as obesity. And in the United States, there are 106 million people that are pre-diabetic or diabetic right now, 2011. In China, 300 plus million people. In India alone, 139 million more people. That doesn't include the rest of the planet, Europe, South America, and the rest of Asia. Problems when you get that blood sugar level going high that are related to this, diabetes and prediabetes. 68% of all heart disease can be contributed to these blood sugar issues. It's a major cause of blindness, a major contributor to obesity. 65 to 70% of we Americans are obese right now. When that blood sugar level builds up, the body turns it into fat. It's got to be controlled. 50% of all kidney failure due to this problem. 60 to 70% of all nervous system diseases. It's a major cause of limb amputations. The cost is around $200 billion a year in the United States. As a matter of fact, by 9 more years in 2020, $500 billion. Planet Earth, it's going to go up to $3.1 trillion. That's a lot of money. A lot of money spent on unnecessary treatments when one can simply take a natural product, patented, protected, such as Sugatrol, add it to the foods that we're eating right now, enjoy the same taste, the same ingredients that would go in that food, such as ice cream, cakes, cookies, etc., and do something to help mankind. And that's a serious issue. We need people to step up to the plate and help us. And I encourage you to give us a call. Let's make this appointment happen. We'll be glad to check your blood sugar as well.
Yes, my cousin was diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic about 5 years ago. And at that time, I talked to him about our product, the Sugatrol, and I told him he needs to take it in a medicine food, just in the capsules. He chose not to, and he went the medicine route and tried to go to take the medication. About month of April of this year, I get a call from him. He says, I need to come see you. Very nervous. I said, what's going on? He said, I need to see you immediately. I said, come on down. He got him come to my office, sat down with him, and he brought all of his blood tests that was done recently, like a week before, and he said, my blood sugar is reaching 360. I'm on 4 different medication, and my blood sugar is not coming down. So at that time, he was willing to now change route and go the natural route and take our Sugartrol. So I put him on some Sugartrol and some digestive enzyme. That's the only 2 he took. No change of life habits. He didn't go start any exercise or anything. Within 4 weeks, his blood sugar dropped to 160. And he called me from his doctor's office, his medical doctor. And he said, you wouldn't believe my blood sugar is now down at 160. And within 3 weeks later, his blood sugar was absolutely normal, around 110. So, of course, that's the dosage for that is much higher what we use in food, but that's the magic of this product.